I'm on the pursuit of happiness. I know anything that's shining on is gonna be gold. Coming to you live. Where is Chapapa tonight? I'm in Brazil, live from Brazil at Brazilian Kel's crib right now. Let this build up a little. Wanted to wait until OG Flip Flop finished his live stream. Let me know who's here with me tonight. The Decision, live from Brazil. Who's here? Who's here? Drop a comment with me. Who's here? I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute live from Brazil. Drop a comment with my people. My people had to wait until OG Flip finished and want to collide live streams because he had a hell, man, sounded so familiar. Hell of a live stream Flip did tonight. Shout out to Flip Flop. Make sure you guys go watch that live stream if you didn't catch it. Good evening, Bliss. Bliss in this bit. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing? What's up, y'all? We're gonna let the beat build a little bit more. 8 people in the chat. I want to see 8. Good evening, Chapapas. Where you been, Chapapa? You've been acting up, Chapapa. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who's here with me right now? Emblem was good. Kyle was good. Was good. Thank you guys for coming in. I know most of you guys will be coming in one live stream from one live stream to the other. I appreciate you guys, bottom of my heart. I've been MIA. I've been out of DR since last Thursday. Since last Thursday, man, MIA. Was in Colombia, just landed in Rio this morning. Yo, E, my brother was good. Big E. Ali was good. Was good. Emblem, how do I feel? Yo, I think like a lot of stuff Flip was saying you guys have been hearing for the past few months for these live streams, but he went into detail. I still haven't gone into detail yet, but like Flip saved. I know he saved a lot of people tonight, and I want to save some people. So we'll see how I'm feeling, man. Just one of these nights, I'm just going, drink something, smoke something, be like, you know what, F it. I'm just gonna get out here and talk because maybe my story will help somebody. But yeah, E, like you said, slow motion. It just slowed everything down, like whoosh. Like shout out to Dre, Love Crossing Borders. Dre hit me up like laughing. He's like, yo, everything Flip is saying is like, yo, you guys are just like in sync right now. And a lot of y'all thought I was bugging about relationships in the Dominican Republic. Y'all thought I was coming off as a hater. Y'all lucky I ain't traveled with my football. Y'all thought I was coming as a hater, this and that. Nah, man, it's a zombie apocalypse out there. But good evening, Rick James was good. Kwame was good, bro. How you feeling? Sakenla. Emblem, vacation little getaway for Brazil right now. Nah, man, it's neither. It's neither, and that's what the live is for tonight. Everybody, good evening. If you're now joining in from Flips Live, or if you was waiting, I appreciate you guys. For those of you watching, after this live ends, thank you. Make sure you guys hit that like button, please, on your way in, because it's gonna be a special live. It's gonna be heartbreaking. It's gonna be some tears. Although we've come to the end, type joint here. Like I said, I'm in Brazil at Brazilian Kel's house right now. Bliss is like, these methods drive me crazy. Hey, listen, since like January, I've been listen. Let's just all agree Chapapa TV was a little bit ahead of the curve on what's going on, what y'all catching up to. Because if it's on Flip Flop's channel, then you know it's legit. It's legit. She like, this must be nice. Muslim Don, what's good? What's good? Good evening. Where you going next, Brody? Hey, gonna cover that on the live. But I feel I owe all of you an explanation. Like I said, I'm not in the DR right now. I'm in Brazil. I'm set up at Brazilian Kells right now. I don't know when is the next time I'm gonna be back in DR. Maybe a month, maybe 2. I don't know. But Need all you guys to share this video. Let's get some more people in this live chat. I'm gonna answer some questions tonight. Will be Q&A also. As long as the camera battery goes, I'm here for y'all. It's gonna be a Q&A also. But let's start the show off right because it's gonna be some fuego. All right. Good evening tonight on Chapapa TV. Like I stated, here in Brazil, was in Colombia for a few days. What is Chapapa doing in Colombia and Brazil in such a short amount of time? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had a white piece of paper, I'd be waving it because that would be my flag. I am waving the flag. You're hearing it first, right here. Uncle Russell, shout out to TaylorMade Jeans, may have mentioned it before. Like, yo, somebody's gearing up for a big move. Somebody's leaving. Somebody's selling this. Somebody's selling that. Guilty. I am somebody. I am that somebody. Waving the white flag on the Dominican Republic. So this pursuit of happiness, physical happiness, because there's two types of happiness. There's the internal and there's the external. This pursuit of external happiness is leaving the island of the Dominican Republic. Why, you may ask? A few of you have pointed it out before during other live streams or other videos. Like, yo, we could see and hear the frustration of just things that don't make sense. And, you know, looking at some of you guys' comments where it's like newbies are like, hey, you know, I'm here right now. I just moved here, Santiago, Santo Domingo, wherever. And then just like Bliss, just like the comment Bliss, like, yo, these MFs drive me crazy here. Just the 180. But my 180 took time. My 180 took 3 years, where it's like, all right, let me learn the language. All right, let me integrate myself in the culture. All right, let me love a Dominican woman. All right, let me do this. Let me do that. Let me be cheap. Let me negotiate. Do everything. Listen, it came up to a point where like, yo, I love the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic saved my life. Literally, Dominican Republic saved my life. Before I moved out there, I was depressed, anxiety through the roof, suicidal thoughts, the whole nine. Dominican Republic saved my life from the moment I stepped off that plane. But I came to realize it wasn't the end game. It wasn't the final step. It was just a stepping stone. And honestly speaking, it was just a few negative situations that helped me realize it was a stepping stone. Let me get to the comments real quick. Like I said, it's Q&A. I know you guys, some of you guys saw this comment. Some of you guys are like shocked. Let's get to his comments. Emblem says, you did the smart, intelligent thing, bro. Thank you. And Boogied on, you're golden with an American passport. It's all about higher quality of living, and you are right there at the right time for Convo. Hey, man, thank you, Emblem, for always being a part of this channel. Listen, I put up a poll today. I didn't get to check out the poll, but I had you guys vote. And, you know, where should I go? But, E, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Bliss, like, what's up with your apartment? Yo, I'm going to let you guys know this right now, and this is going to be a turnoff. A few people have been asking for my apartment because I've got my apartment in 2020. I'm not going to lie to you guys. My apartment is a steal, 18,500 pesos. When the dollar's doing good, you look up how much that is. 18,500 pesos. 7th floor, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, gym, pool, basketball court, 18,500 pesos. Why? I'm going to drop a gem for you guys. Got the apartment in 2020, like right at the beginning of the pandemic. Stayed a year. A year later, I told landlord, listen, I'm ready to be out. Because in these contracts, the people in certain cities in the Dominican Republic will be like, hey, after 1 year, we can add 10%, and another 10%, and another. After 10 years, rent's going to go up by 100%. So I told the landlord, like, listen, I'm ready to be out. I wasn't really ready to be out, but, you know, I was just throwing the cards out there. I was looking at other places. She's like, listen, I've had no problem with you. You pay on time. How about you stay and I don't raise rent? And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So now I'm going on 2 years in the apartment. But I know as soon as I leave Bliss, she's going to kick the rent up. Because in the same complex, they're charging $1,300 US, not even pesos anymore. US dollars. Like some people just get a whiff And that's when greed comes out a lot. Not just I'm not gonna assume for my landlord, but I would not be surprised if she starts charging $500, $600, $700 for this apartment I'm in, unfurnished. Me and Jorge in the same complex, and Jorge pays more than me on a lower floor. That makes no sense, and he's constantly in a battle. Shout out to Jorge, by the way. Make sure you guys go check out his channel, My Journey with Mom. It's up and running. Beautiful content. Shout out to Jorge. But he's in a constant battle with his landlord that's always trying to up the price on him. Or like, hey, maybe I want to do an Airbnb with the apartment. I want to do this and that. It's unstable. It's unstable in the Dominican Republic. Emma goes, take no prisoners, bro. Your life will tremendously benefit from it. I appreciate you. I appreciate the positivity, the inspiration, the vibes. Thank you, guys. Wait until you hear things, bro. Have been sending me on the DR, folks. Shaking my head. Let me know, because I've been away for a few days, but I know it's just island time. There's just so much F-ish that just goes on there, man. And not to get off topic, but shout out to all you guys who are now joining, coming over from Flips Live. Like I said, I had to wait till that live ended because that live was beautiful. I had to drop a few comments, experience. I know you guys are like, yo, man, Chapapa, when are you going to talk about what really happened to you? Why did you go to the Fiscalia? The Fiscalia is the court. Why this? Why that? We won't talk about that. But I just announced that officially Chapapa TV is moving from the Dominican Republic. Just got tired in a sense. Beautiful island, beautiful country. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but I love it up to a point where I want to leave with the little bit of love I have left and not leave out of hate, if that makes any sense. I would prefer as a last resort from the US. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Listen, like it took me 3 months. My blood pressure been high, man. It's stressful for you. It's stressful for you. And thank you. Jaws, what's good? What's good? Where you been at? Jaws says, well, I like the DR. I wanted to see other places as well. Paraguay is on the top of my list over DR. I didn't feel finessed in Paraguay like the DR. I'm gonna let me pull out a map because I definitely don't know where Paraguay is exactly, but I want to be in South America. Excuse me. Yo, shout out to Brazil for having passion fruit flavored Gatorade. But I want to be in South America and open up South America a little bit to you guys. For those of you guys looking to live outside the states, where you're going to, where you like Jaw said, where you won't feel finesse, where you won't go through the toxicity of the culture of the people, where you won't feel like crap because you have an American passport or you're not this, you're not that. Like Flip said, like a lot of things would be different if you were Dominican. And that's one of the realest, most honest things you could say on YouTube about living in the DR as an expat. He's been living in the DR longer than me, longer than Russ. And look what he came out and said tonight on his channel. Things will be different if you're a Dominican. I want to get to these comments. I want to interact with y'all tonight. I miss you guys. Really miss you guys. Talk to me. Let me get to these comments, and I'm going to dive in a little bit more about my decision, what else affected my decision, my time frame, leaving, all that. Ambler says they run scans, but it will not sustain itself. That's the amount they pay in the U.S. Exactly, bro. End of the day, Americans don't live there. Americans aren't born there. Americans don't have the 10,000, 50,000, 20,000 peso jobs. It's Dominicans that need these places, and you're charging dollars. Good luck with that. Stolen was good. Chapapa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking for another apartment because mine's infested with roaches. Oof. Never moved in 2 months later. And Memphis don't want to give my deposit back. Yeah, Kels was just on like 2-3 lives ago talking about like out of all the times he's been in the DR 9 years and moved a lot. And in 9 years, out of all the times he moved, he only got back one deposit. So I'm sorry, but that deposit is gone like a fastball of Derek Jeter. Farewell. That's gone. You ain't getting that deposit back. Paraguay is really nice, clean and mellow. Yo, my dude. Yo, if you could hop on this live, Jorge, please let me know. Let me know. That's my guy, y'all. Please, everybody, go subscribe to this channel right here. Type this in exactly on YouTube. My Journey with Mom. That's the bro Jorge's channel. To be honest, it was Jorge. Jorge was giving me a little bit of push and pull, like, yo, leave, you young, go out to the world. But at the same time, nah, man, DR ain't too bad. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is no BS because that's my guy. But I think that's the only man out of everybody. No disrespect to Uncle Russ, no disrespect to Flip, no disrespect to Kalo KTV, Cav 24/7, nobody else. But I think this is the only man who could manage the Dominican Republic with a peace of mind, with a smile on his face. I don't know how he do it, but I don't even want to try. You got it, bro. The DR is yours. You got it. Loving the vibes tonight, Kwame and Mitchell. I'm happy for you, bro. You deserve to be happy, and where you appreciate it. And thank you, Kwame. And that last part, where you're appreciated, because us as human beings, whether it's men, whether it's women tonight in the chat, shout out to the ladies, by the way, watching. We need to be where we feel appreciated, because just like Jay said, shout out to Jay and expat Jay, there's different forms of abuse. There's physical, there's mental, there's emotional. It's literally a mental and emotional abuse. For me, it was living on that island, because from going to the hospital to all the way in my own apartment, my own relationships, hospitals to relationships to grocery stores, there's no appreciation of who you are as a person, of what you're bringing. Nah, it's like that one Jay-Z song. It's like, yo, you take the clothes off my back and I let you. You take the food right out of my mouth and I watched you eat it. And I still don't know why I loved you so. Yo, that was beginning to be my relationship in the Dominican Republic. It's tough. Yeah, mom, he only got back one deposit. His whole time living here 9 years. 9 years. Yeah, but be careful with what lawyer too, because sometimes the lawyers be in on it. Sometimes the lawyer don't care. Sometimes they drag it out so you can pay them more. Yo, it's just hard. It's just so many things that you have to go out of your way to avoid when you're either retired or on vacation or living long term or work remote, that you don't want to deal with anymore. So it's been building up for a while, y'all. Me leaving, I just didn't know where, I didn't know when, but I prayed on it, took my time to listen to the universe, paid attention to the doors that were opening, the doors that were closing, and I was like, you know what? Let's bow out together. When I bow, you may hit me over the head, and I'm talking to the country, but I'm still going to bow to you and say thank you. And I'm going to leave with the little bit of love that I have left in my heart. So I went to Colombia. Thinking about Colombia. Shout out to Love Crossing Borders for even putting me on Colombia. Shout out to Dre. Um, and I'm thinking about Brazil. Obviously, I'm in Brazil right now. So I'm just here doing recon. I have no return flight to the DR. All my stuff is in the DR. I literally packed up a suitcase, my PS5, my vlogging stuff, and I'm just out here. Who knows if I'll bounce back to something. I know after Brazil, I want to go back to maybe one or two states in Colombia. Maybe another country, we'll see. But I know my goal is to be out of the Dominican Republic before November. So I'm selling some stuff. Make sure you guys hit me up. I'm definitely selling some stuff. I already started selling some of my items, like Russell has mentioned. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys like, yo, it's easy. Yeah, that's what it's easy. Yo, I was thinking about it and I was like feeling a little bit anxious. Like, damn, I'm really leaving a place that I made my home. And as much as I I loved it. I grew to love it, be happy. Like I said, it saved my life. I can't hate something that saved my life until you give me a reason to hate you. And it's giving me the reasons, but I still won't come out and say I hate. No matter how much reasons you're giving me, I still won't come out and say I hate. I'm just going to say, listen, I can't change you guys. It's out of my control. But what I can control is where I'm at. Always pay attention to what you can control. Whatever you can't control, let it go. Let it go. It don't matter. It's out of your control. Whatever. It's deep-seated envy, jealousy, or something that comes out of deep and fear complex. Man, yo, we could talk till the sun come up on what exactly is wrong. But I realized for weeks and weeks after I was talking about what exactly is wrong, I was talking about things that I can't control. And boom. That's how I just said I have to leave. Joe's like, seems like Colombia could be easier. You already know Spanish. We'd be willing to learn Portuguese. Portuguese has some Spanish in it. It's just pronounced different, spelled different. I would be willing to learn Portuguese, but it's just hard. Like I was out here today, like on Google Translate. I haven't been on Google Translator since 2018. And like I said, it's some Spanish, but it's all learning. And I'm happy to learn because so far day 0 here in Brazil, and I got a lot of content to upload for you guys. I know I've just been tossing you guys shorts for like the last 5 days. My apologies, but I haven't had a moment to just sit down and put things together. But go watch some shorts. Definitely, shorts are like the quickest way I can interact with you guys until I do lives, until I upload like large content. But I am willing to learn Portuguese. I'm here in the country. I ain't in Kansas anymore. I ain't in DR. I am willing to learn Portuguese. Is Portuguese going to be too hard for me to learn to push me more towards Colombia? That is another question because I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I've thought about exactly what you said. Like, yo, I know Spanish. I could go to Colombia or Ecuador or Argentina or wherever else speaks Spanish in South America, and I'll be straight. I don't have to learn another language, but we'll see what happens. Just stay in the gym, emblem, make fitness part of your lifestyle. Definitely, yo, Brazil. That's what I love about Brazil and Colombia because it's like, yo, you have no excuse not to be in shape, not to try to be in shape. In Colombia, there's a gym on every corner. Like in Colombia, like to DR has colmados, Colombia has gyms. Brazil, there's people like running on the highway. There's like women, like men, everybody. It's like these two countries in South America, with DR being so close to the States, and the government not caring and infrastructure being this and the people being that. It's if it weren't for the weather, I feel like DR would be a lot worse when it comes to being in shape. Curtis D asks what I missed. Yo, I just dropped the bomb. Curtis announced that I'm leaving. Chapapa TV is leaving the Dominican Republic. And it's about that time. That was the announcement. All right, so Jorge can't be on the line. Says, I wish you were my mom walking around slapping ish off the walls. He says, y'all looking for love. I just be looking for a good night's sleep. All countries are the same for me. That's why I said that man is that man is the only person I know that can match the Dominican Republic, son. But make sure you guys go subscribe to Jorge's channel, My Journey with Mom. Definitely. He's going to be doing some lives, talking about some of the things we spoke about on the lives. But definitely a great channel, great content with him and his mom and him and his experience. I'm basically going to pass the torch to Jorge for everything about the Dominican Republic. I'm going to chime in because, the years experience I have, and, I still got a few more months there. I would vacation there. I just wouldn't live there anymore. It's rough. Like even talking to you guys now, admitting it, like putting it out into the universe, manifesting like I will be fine. I am moving on to the next step up. It's like, wow, I'm really leaving the DR. Like I feel like that sad proudness, Joss asks, will you do the permanent residency, whatever country you choose? Definitely. I'm actually thinking about starting the process here in Brazil while I'm out here because I know I'm going to be out here at least a month. Kelvin already has his what he calls it, the Brazilian Social Security, so he could do almost whatever, get a phone plan, get a loan, pay things off monthly with this Brazilian security. And Colombia is a little bit harder, not for me, but I guess um harder time wise because I'm also tied up in the process with the DR, and the lawyer don't want to let that go. I don't know if it's for the money, but the lawyer don't want to let that scheduler process for me go. But I do have all the documents that I need. Before I left, I want to go pick up my birth certificate. I'm like, listen, I need my birth certificate. I'm leaving the Dominican Republic. I need this. So she's like, oh, they're gonna call you for the test, whatever. It's whatever, bro. Because I've started. I got all my doctor's orders for 2019, and I could tell you, I'm still paying exit fees every time I'm leaving the Dominican Republic. So it's whatever. Rick James says, I like that you're traveling. I like more content for other countries like Peru, Nicaragua, okay, and Brazil. I actually got one of my subscribers. I'm going to give you this funny story about one of my subscribers. Shout out to Marley G that just moved from DR to Nicaragua. But listen, y'all, you guys, I'm your eyes and ears. We're like driving, right? This is like back in the day before there was GPS. Before there was smartphones, I'm the driver, and you guys are next to me reading the map, like, yo, Chapapa, this road, this road. Listen, we out together because we've built this community, we built this channel from the ground up. So it's only fair. I'm like, listen, guys, where we at to next? What we out to for 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months? Should I try to get residency here, residency there? What's it like for you guys working remote? What's it like for you guys to get for retirement? Whatever you need, I'm here. But like I said, I'm not just gonna come here and sell DR like some other channels on the internet have been doing. If it works for you, great. If it don't, I understand. It don't work for me. I'm not scared to admit it. It ain't work for me. That's not true with this comment. That's misleading and being in denial. What comment you're talking about, Emblem? Life is about upgrading and then personal growth, good health, high quality living. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna see what's up. With Kel's, we're gonna talk to Kelvin tomorrow. See where we head out to this carnival. Definitely. And I like Brazil. I like Brazil. So from what I've seen from day zero, I like Colombia also. But I feel like I just want to have my base somewhere down here, my base of operations, whether that's Colombia, Brazil, and then just branch out, bounce around to wherever. I just want to have my base of operations in South America. Because to be honest, man, I've been paranoid. I was paranoid here. I was paranoid in Colombia. Like, is this the right price, man? You messing with me? You lying to me? Trying to bring a price to this and that? Talking to people on the street, talking to people in the stores, whatever. Just in general, like I traveled with that anxiety. I caught myself quickly. I was like, okay, not in DR anymore. Chill out. Different country, different culture. I started to enjoy myself, and I started to not have to look out for the things that I have to look out for as soon as I step outside my complex in Santiago. It gets real, y'all. It gets real. Like, and one thing that could be the last one for a lot of you guys that I know there's certain subscribers here. Shout out to Kwame, shout out to Rick James, certain AC, certain subscribers that I've talked to. Don't want to put this stuff out there, but just I'm glad you guys had the chance to be on this channel and see things coming from before you hit that curve. Because what Flip said tonight, man, when Dre hit me, I was like, yo, Flip is like same wavelengths as you. I'm like, yo, if Flip is having these type of problems, there's no hope. There's no hope. And I'm not just saying like, yo, DR is just based off relationship problems and whatever. But let's be honest, most of you guys travel for love. Most of you guys expect to find a significant other away from the States, away from the Matrix mindset, which is cool. But I will be blunt enough to tell you, like, hey, I think you're looking in the wrong place. And tonight, the man himself just said, like, hey, you guys are kind of looking in the wrong place. Make sure you guys go watch that live. Go watch these past few lives that I've done with Jorge, that I've done with Russ, that I've done with Dre, just a comparison. But the build-up, you will see the build-up. So, what other countries we got? I mean, what other questions we got? Because we just talking about countries and stuff. I don't know, just plug this. Questions. This is a Q&A also. Let's let guys send me some super chats because I'm definitely out here and haven't done any lives. And the super chats will help you guys. If you want to affect the channel immediately, send me out to Convo this week. You can hit me directly through Cash App or through Zelle. But let's super chat some of these questions, comments, concerns. Shout out to that live we did with Blisscat and Javier. You know, I'm just gonna be passing off the torch to those guys along with Jorge. But time's up. Snap back to reality. DR stopped being it for me. No more Dominican Republic. Jaws, DR will have what you like about prices. That's what I like about other spots. I think South America has a good vibe around the country. The problem with DR now, bro, is that prices are skyrocketing all over, from real estate, from food, from rent. Cars have always been cars, but DR is skyrocketing. And just be careful with that notion, like, you know, DR still has good prices. They're not even quoting in pesos anymore. They're quoting in dollars, like the pesos isn't the currency of the island. It's ridiculous. Be careful with that, Jaws, and anybody else is like, yeah, you know, it's still better than the States, but it's not what it used to be. If you guys understand what I'm saying. My journey of mom, Jorge goes, how was the food? The food where? Where can I start? Colombia, Brazil? Man, you guys need to go check out these last few shorts I'm putting up. But yo, I ain't gonna front, and you guys gonna see some shorts. I've been catered. I've been catered to out here. Yeah, that's right. I've been catered. I've been spoiled. My days in Colombia, had the cooking, had the breakfast on the table, had lunch on the table, had snacks being thrown at me while, you know, I'm playing music, chilling, whatever. To comiste. Yo, it was just something that I feel is losing its touch in the Dominican Republic. It's losing its way in the Dominican Republic. Depending where you are. In the big city, yeah, definitely, it's lost. Just that catering to you, whether you're a man or a woman. Food was great. Jorge in Colombia. Arepas, eggs. Yo, on one of my shorts, it's literally women on the grill. Women on the grill. Barbecue grill, yeah. And us, the fellas, like, yo, we could do it, word. And like, yo, they picked the knives up, like, yo, like ready to fight with us so they could barbecue. I don't if I can't even tell you if I ever saw my mom on a grill, a barbecue grill. And you know how women are with their hair, with the smoke. Well, from my experience in DR, they don't like to be near the grill because my hair, the smoke, mi maquillaje, mi pelo. These women were throwing down corn, steak, chicken, chicharron, served up me, my boys. I was out there for my bro GQ Win. Shout out to Win for his birthday. It was just something like felt foreign to me. And a lot of you guys were like, man, that's not foreign. You've been in the Dominican Republic. Nah, bro, it's been foreign. I had a girlfriend for a year and a half, lived with her, and it became a lost art to where, you know, in the beginning it was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it was maybe breakfast sometimes, maybe lunch sometimes, maybe dinner, depending on her mood, or if we argued that day, or this and that, or if I had like, any random friends come through, they just like, oh, you're gonna order something, we're gonna go out to eat. It's becoming a lost art in the Dominican Republic. If you live there, it's becoming a lost art. Now, if you're somebody like Jorge, it's just, more Jedi training, because that, like I said, you guys need to follow that man channel. Food today in Brazil, portions were like this. Like I said, I'm gonna do a David video. I ordered a salad, and the salad came out like this. Looking forward to definitely do a lot of food videos for you guys out here. Yeah, y'all know Kelvin. Kelvin's a chef. Definitely gonna have some spots to put us on to. The Midnight Groove. Congratulations on your decision. No matter where you go, I'll always be following you as you start your new journey. Love you, man. Love you too, Alan. Make sure you guys go check out Vets in Puerto Plata. Did an interview with him. Great brother. Great service. Jason Johnson, what's up, bro? Keep doing what you do. I appreciate you. Salute to you. Thank you. Thank you. Proud of you, bro, for following your hearts and dreams. Thank you. And like I said, I have to, I can't say, you know what, screw the or whatever. I have to think it because, like I said, it saved my life. And the isolation I felt, the abuse, the mental abuse, the cheatingness, the scam, everything I felt kind of just put me in a box and made me look inward, not outward, inward. It made me look at, okay, Chapapa, you could control this, but you can't control that. What are you going to do? You can control how they treat you. You can also control their access to you. What will you do? So everything I was going through just like snowball, put me in a box. And I really, really had to like look inwards. I really had to think and ask myself, okay, breathe. It's not so bad, but it can be better. It's not so bad, but you have the power to turn bad into good. What are we doing? And sometimes those are the conversations like we forget to have with ourselves. We forget what we have control of because we're so busy focused on things spiraling out of control around us that we can't even touch, that we can't even grasp, that we can't change. But once you can control what's in your hands, the world is yours, man. I'm telling you. The world is yours. All about that energy. All about putting out what you want to receive. Believing. And that's what helped me. I really had to just like shut myself out. I came on here, talk to you guys. I literally had to like listen to myself talk to you guys. And it was like venting. Like I said, at night I would just turn the camera on and talk like, all right, this happened today, and this is what was going on, and so forth. And then felt a little bit better. And then met great people down the line. Met Jorge, met Andre, and just things that were being put in my path that I can't control, that just kind of push me in this direction. Like, you know what? DR was great, but there's greater. Like I said, I'm just trying to be ahead of the curve. And I'm passing the notes to you guys. So for all you guys right now, DR living, who may feel frustrated like Bliss or anybody else, or who may have had a story like Fluba had tonight, you're in control. Rick James, thank you for the super chat. First super chat tonight. Make sure you guys hit in that super chat. Rick James asks, how did you meet those women? On an app? I didn't meet them, actually. It's been a while, I want to say, because I've gone up to, like I said, a while back on the channel, I've gotten up to a point with my Spanish where I feel like I don't need to be on dating apps to meet women, because in the DR, for me, I feel a good 85-90% of women on dating apps aren't looking for something serious and can't bring anything serious to the table. For me personally speaking, for me as somebody who lived there, because on dating apps, that's where basically the hoes solicitate. That's where they get together. That's where they put themselves out there. That's where they promote themselves out there. Um, that's how they talk to you guys in the States, coming down. That's how they get people to send money. For me, I feel like there's nothing on dating apps. And not to get off topic, because I want to talk a little about dating apps. I want to drop some jewels on that. Listen, I would never do a dating app again. My last relationship was through somebody I met through a dating app and vetted them. And we could see how it turned out. Decided to try one the other night just to see, like, all right, what's on here. It's just the same. It's just the same. So I'd rather just go out and meet somebody, supermarket, whatever. But how do you meet this woman? My boy is on a dating app. Shout out to GQN. Met one, saw each other for a few months, and then I was like, yo, I'm gonna be in Colombia, newly single man. I'm like, yo, bro, she got a friend? Easy, straight like that. He's like, yo, yeah, she got a cousin. Next, the cousin come. The cousin calls some friends. We have it at Kumbaya. It was great. I can't wait to put up that video for you guys. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to mix it in as a Airbnb tour type of thing because I can't just put up a Project X type video for you guys. But it's definitely going up on the channel as soon as I get to work. I might have to pull an all-nighter, start working on some of these videos, but I can't wait. Make sure you guys go check out those shorts. Mr. Freedom says respect. Thank you. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for all you guys who've been here from the beginning, from the journey, wherever you've come from, whoever's recommendation, whoever shout out, even if it was just by the algorithm. Oh yeah, by the way, like this video, guys, please. Thank you, because like I said, talking to you guys helped me look within myself. Like, all right, Chapapa, DR's great and all, but there's better. And I wanted to get into the topic. What was the country? I don't want to. This is the country. Rick James says Nicaragua. Funny he mentioned that country. So I have a subscriber who moved to the DR in December. Why isn't this charger working? Yo, Calvin. Yes, I need to get this charger for the computer turn off for me. He moved to Santiago in December. Linked up with him. Went to get furniture, like buy brand new furniture, furnish his apartment. He didn't live too far from the Smart Fit gym I was going to. Went with him, spoke Spanish to the dude, negotiated everything to furnish his apartment. Tell me why, what month was that? April. Tell me why after buying, and listen, that's just serious. If you're buying furniture for an apartment, you're thinking long term, right? You're not renting an apartment furniture. You're going out, you're picking out what you want, you're buying it with your own money, you're paying more. Tell me why the subscriber hit me up in March to say that he was moving. Came December, January, February, March. I want to say less than 4 months. After furnishing his apartment, after buying what he needed to buy, contracts, this and that, traveling, he bounced between Santiago to Santo Domingo to Punta Cana sometimes, having a ball. And he's like, man, I love this. Like, I remember I was driving around with him when we picked up furniture. I'm like, listen, G, it's great and all. Have fun, be positive, but move with your eyes open. Because I don't know if you guys notice, when you drink or when you smoke, shout out to all my smokers out there, it's 420. Yes, sir. When you drink or you smoke or you're enjoying yourself, you're in a moment, your eyes tend to squint like this. And when your eyes are squinted, it's hard to see the full picture. So I told him, yo, G, enjoy yourself with your eyes open. Look at everything slowly. And then you'll make your decisions accordingly. Hit me up in less than 4 months. Like, yo, you was right. Um, it's hard out here. It's hard being used, needed for one thing. It's hard being not appreciated. I wanna find a message because I don't want to butcher this because this joint was so powerful where like I use it as reference to people I talk to privately in my consultations. If you need consultations, you hit me up on an email. I always use this as for people who wanna consult with me. Let me see what he says. What he says. He's like, truth is, I like it here, but like everybody been saying, like you've been saying, the women here don't appreciate anything. So why waste time? So I'm gonna keep it pushing where my value is way much higher and more appreciated elsewhere. And he just randomly hit me up like, "Yo, I'm trying to move," because I think he like felt my energy. This is a very like in tune guy, a very spiritual guy. I notice I have some more people new to the chat tonight. Let me pause. First off, welcome. Thank you for joining us live. Sorry I started so late, but I had to wait for OG Flip to finish. He had a great live going on. I did not want you guys to miss that. But I just announced the decision, dropped the bomb that I'm leaving the Dominican Republic, moving. I feel personally it was my time to go, and just the energy, just so many things affected my decision. But I rather need leave now with love instead of leaving with hate. So that's the short version of it. Now going back to this, he was like, "Yeah, you're right. You did warn me, but it is what it is. I got way more options, way more money right now, no cap." And he said, "Like, yo, the people here, his experience with women, because he's like, he's trying to find somebody, dating, even with lawyers, bro. This is how you know you ain't safe out there. The man was dating a lawyer, and I was like, be careful." And he was like, "Yo, with the lawyers, like, yo, they not trying to protect you, and they make it worse. You're doing things for them that they never experienced in their life." We all come from some shape or form, some avenues of the earth or the states, wherever you guys are watching, where it's like, yo, if somebody has done something for you for the first time, right? Like think back to that time, like when you were little and that family member brought you ice cream for the first time and how appreciative you felt and how much you felt for that person, or just the time when like you were struggling. Somebody's like, "Hey, I got you. Don't worry about it." And just think about what you felt inside, that chemical release from your brain that made you look at that person like, "Wow, I thank you. I appreciate you." Now imagine you on the opposite end, you're giving, and it's like you're giving to a brick wall. And it's like you're giving, and they're like, "All right, more. What more do you have? This ain't enough. I'm not satisfied. You're supposed to give it to me. Why are you supposed to give it to me?" You ask. Because you have it. So because you have it, I want it. This is realness, y'all. This is real stuff. Like I was ignoring for a while, but after moving in with a Dominican, and thank God it didn't get any worse, up to the point we went to the Fiscalia, the court, judge, all this stuff. After moving to Dominican, I couldn't ignore it any longer. Like the zombie apocalypse there is real. No appreciation, no caring, no protecting you. There, help me. There's a saying that goes, "Help me, help you." And wherever I went, wherever I brought my good nature, my heart, my business, people weren't helping me help them. This is really like dog eat dog, crab in a barrel out there. 10 times worse if you're not Dominican. Like Flip said tonight, 10 times worse. So I don't know exactly at what point. I want to say after the New Year's. After the New Year's, I was just going through like it was just things that I've been brushing off for years. Living in DR, I was like, all right, can't brush this off anymore. So it just started to build up, build up, build up. And as I was talking to you guys and answering questions and giving my advice and share my perspective, I'm looking at myself like, yo, honestly, what are you settling for right now? I believe in the power of self. I believe that as long as you're doing good and you're not hurting anybody else, F whatever people have to think. Screw that. As long as you're leaving your own impact, your own positive impact in a way, screw that, bro. Who cares what people have to think? Who cares what people have to say? But you also have to be in the environment, right, to where the energy, the positivity that you're trying to give, right? You have to be in an environment where your mental isn't being screwed with because of what's going on around you. Environment is powerful, yeah. That's why I say now on this channel, like, yo, I'm on a pursuit of happiness physically because the world is huge. Different energy, different vibrations, different auras, different people all over. I just want to go where I feel like I'm good. I'm good mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I'm good. And that stopped happening in the Dominican Republic. Still, beautiful place. Still, some great people. I've met some great people because of there. But living wise, it ain't it. Let me get this charger fixed. Questions. No, lots of questions. Like I said, I'll owe you guys so we could get in depth. If there's anything you want me to get into that affected my decision, where I'm going, where I'm thinking about going, wherever I'm going, or I'm thinking about maybe, if I can't decide between Brazil, Colombia, I'll set up base maybe in Colombia. So Colombia, I will go my hardest to get my residency. I'll set up base there. And then bounce back and forth between Brazil, other places, these other countries that you guys are dropping for me. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Jaws goes, I want to visit Nicaragua later this year. I want to make a final decision where I want to set up my roots. Definitely. And use channels, use YouTube, guys, research to your advantage of where you're going. Hold on, this charger thing is really bothering me. All right. Come on. These Brazilian outlets, man. All right. Ain't working for me. But use these channels as like your guide, especially Chapapa TV, because I'm always going to tell you the good and the bad about something. It's, like I said, it's easier now doing it outside of DR because I felt like, if I had to announce this while I was in DR, then the emotions would have hit. But like, nah, man, you put in so much time and you put in so much energy and you looked really happy and you was teaching us. But listen, y'all, happiness, self-happiness is really, really important. I see other questions also. Pump. The decision is that you might have to go back and watch this because we're about to be an hour in, and I'm leaving the DR. Made the decision that I'm leaving the Dominican Republic and wanted to share that with you guys. Drop my reasoning just a few minutes back. So if you want to go back, watch that and catch up. If not, watch this video over. Definitely it's a good live. But first decision video coming from Chapapa himself. What city will you settle in if you go to Colombia? So I've been doing some research on Barranquilla. I've heard great things about Barranquilla. I've heard Dre speak highly about it. So I'm actually going to Barranquilla after Brazil. So that's why I said I don't have a return ticket to the DR. I don't know When exactly I'll be in the DR, I do know I want to be back there June, July-ish, maybe June, because I want to finish selling my stuff, take care of some things at the apartment, head to the Matrix in July, spend some time with my daughter, and then um, after that, just start sizing down, especially clothes, especially sneakers. I gotta size down. I know I'm gonna need at least 2 check bags for when I finally leave. There's some things I'm like, man, can I ship this? Can I sell that? Like, it's gonna be hard, but definitely looking at Barranquilla. I'm gonna go to Barranquilla for like a month. Maybe while I'm there, bounce around other small cities. See, I like to be like, where there's not a lot of tourism. Because when there's not a lot of tourism, prices are cheaper. Not a lot of, not too much nonsense to deal with that comes with living in a tourist town. So yeah, like I said, I have the Spanish. If I do end up picking up Portuguese before the year is out, I would love to. I think when I have the time, probably when I'm back in DR and settled and things are quiet down a little, I'm gonna take some private classes for Portuguese because it has some Spanish in it, but it's just spelled different. Some of the words are the same, but yeah, Portuguese is really hard to pick up, especially when they speak Spanish like fast, like Spanish speakers speak fast. So definitely, Portuguese is something I want to pick up. Definitely gonna pick that up. But great question, Jaws. Great questions. Well, like I said, guys, I know some of you have seen it coming. You can't say you haven't seen it coming. Those of you who watch Russ's lives, where it's like, hey man, I know somebody getting ready to leave the DR. I know somebody selling his stuff. I just sold him some stuff. That was me. I just didn't know how to announce it yet. I just wasn't sure about myself. But stepping out these few days, being away, being in a different space, a different energy, being the recipient of my worth, my value, because I'm not normal. None of us are normal. We're not normal, and in certain situations, we exceed. Speaking of Drake just hit me up too. I got you. If, for those of you who don't want me to leave DR, for those of you that voted um on the poll that don't want me to leave DR, I know you guys go blame. You guys go blame Jorge. You guys could go blame Dre because these brothers have literally opened my eyes. Because I'm here. I'm not gonna lie. I was at a point. I was settling. I was settling on the Dominican Republic. Just like, all right, yeah, it's my home. There's no other options. I live here. I gotta deal with it. Yada yada, whatever. I'll keep settling. I'll keep taking the punches. Nah, man. Don't ever settle, y'all. Do not settle. Do not settle. Especially when it comes to living, especially when it comes to something as big as leaving your home country. Like I said, shout out to Drake, definitely, because I've spoken to that brother so many times between him and Jorge. And that's why I just love listening to people older than me because they have so much knowledge. And I'm just speaking in general, they have so much knowledge of the direction that you have to go in anyways. Dre's about 25, 26 years older than me. Russ, Jorge. But the knowledge, the notes that these guys drop, that you have to be willing to listen to, you have to be willing to like criticize yourself, be like, all right, you're doing this right, you're doing this wrong. You can be better. This is how it's done. We got to be open to criticism. Rick James, I hate tourist areas. That's why I love Santiago. Yeah, I love Santiago too, but Santiago is changing, man. It's changing. Just just things from the bad areas are sprinkling down into Santiago. It's not the same as when I lived there. Like I said, what happens when a zombie apocalypse breaks out on an island? You got nowhere to run to. Surrounded by water. You got nowhere to run to. Travel Bar was good. DR is known good to do this for you, bro. Blessing. All right, I think I get the message, but thank you. I appreciate that. I like the cities where there are not many foreigners. Exactly, man. Just a real covert team, where it's not like thousands. I could do hundreds, but thousands, by the thousands. Ash L was good. What up? What up? DR is overrated. Yo, talk to them. Talk to them. It is overrated if you want to live there long term and try to establish something long term. And what I mean by establish, Flip got into it a little bit tonight, but like I said a little bit earlier, those who go in there for love, for example, or if you're going there to save money, that's fine. But you're going to realize certain situations add up to where you can't even save money even more, or you can't save as much as you used to or as you want to. But it is definitely Ash L giving off that overrated vibe. Travel Barber says DRs for people that don't used to women. I guess that are not used to women. Definitely. And I guess it's an island for a reason, man. Just all that just stays on an island. It's just literally crab in a barrel going on. Rick says, you were my boots on the ground in Santiago. Thank you. But I understand what you're going through. Do the best for you. Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I took some time. It was literally like all the negativity that I was going through put me in a box. And I had to look at myself before I looked at everybody else. Yeah, I'm in my right to look at everybody else and all the things that's going on around me. But I was all right. What can you do about the things you can control? And what can you do about the things that you can't control? Things you can't control them for a reason. But thank God that what I can control enables me to sit here for you guys, say, listen, I'm leaving. The pursuit continues. Where are we going to next? Just like Joe says, you have to go to where you're treated best. Also for me as well, and DR dealing with women that were online was always bad for me. I did better meeting with people in real life. Drop a comment. I want to know if we're on the same page when you say that, Jaws. Please let me know. Let me know, Jaws, if we're on the same page with that. Ash says, too many entitled chicks there. Man, entitled ain't even the word anymore. Entitled ain't even a word. Try to get Kelvin out here. Say what's up to you guys. Fix his charger too. Dollar Will says, find your peace, brother. Thank you, Will. Thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely finding peace, man. Like I said, day zero here in Brazil. And I feel nice. Feel great. Chilling. Kelvin. What? Can you fix his charger when you get the chance, please? What? The charger. What charger? The outlet's doing the thingy again. Appreciate it. We live, by the way. The people, asking, how you doing, all that stuff. Like I said, in Brazil with Brazilian Kels. Yo, Kels was in DR 9 years, y'all. 9 years. And he just got up and left. Imagine what does that mean for 9 years. Imagine leaving what you know to go somewhere for 9 years. And after that 9 years, you're just like, whatever. It's like dating that one person you like crushed on in high school, only to realize after a certain amount of time, like, what was I crushing on? Kel's left. He found his piece. That's that. Jason says, no matter where you go, prices and things will change in time. We can't use that as an excuse in any country. I have traveled all over the world, and I wish prices would stay the same. Definitely, there's a worldwide inflation going on, and in some places it's worse than the others. And the States is terrible right now. Shout out to all you guys who are still in the States.
It's working?
Yeah, it's working. Thank you.
Bullshit.
Come on.
I'm going to say my 2 cents.
I don't know what's bullshit. But yeah, to all you guys in the States, but I guess you're talking about inflation.
They talking about inflation?
Nah, you saying inflation is bullshit?
Is bullshit.
Why?
Because if you're making money with the American dollar, it don't matter what happens in a foreign country. The American dollar is still stronger than 50, 60% of the currencies out there. In Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Panama, the American dollar is still going to be stronger. And when y'all can find me an apartment,
yo, I ain't going
in New York, how much an apartment cost? 2-bedroom apartment in New York.
I ain't going.
1,000?
I ain't going to front y'all. Brazil cheap. Brazil's.
You can't look.
Brazil too cheap for no reason.
Look, in Brooklyn, in anywhere halfway decent in America, St. Louis or Chicago, 2-bedroom apartment is $2,000 or more. When you can go to Colombia, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Panama, Costa Rica, and get a 3, 4, 5-bedroom apartment for less than $500 a month. So you still win it. If you making the American dollar, you always win. With Trump in office, you win even more because the dollar is stronger.
All right, we're not going to start a ruckus. But that was notes from
Biden is in office, so the dollar's weaker.
All right, so that was,
ain't nobody noticed that the dollar weaker and the gas prices going up.
Yeah, it correlates. So that was notes from Brazilian Kels right there. Shout out to Kels. Definitely put me on to Brazil. Brazil cheap. Yeah, I went out and bought like some clothes and got a Claro chip, got internet, got 12 gigs for like $6. That just didn't make sense to me. A SIM card that came with 12 gigs of internet and minutes to call for $6. That was just mind-boggling. And then I'm there in DR, sometimes paying 2,500 pesos for my phone bill without roaming. We gotta leave, yeah. Travel barber. I'm here in DR 7 months, and I kept asking myself why I came here. Yo, I want you guys to share some of your experiences. When I say you guys, I mean you guys who can relate to what I'm saying right now, who can relate to this message on what's going on my decision. So I'm talking to Travel Barber. George just dropped on it. But yo, like I said, my other subscriber didn't even last 4 months. And he just said, you know what, I'm out. Travel Barber gotta move to DR. I said, why I came in. Listen, depending on the type of time you're on, like I said, it works for some, doesn't work for others. If you're onto that weekend warrior, pay for this now, go back to the States, come back, pay for this, come back to the States. All right, maybe it'll work for you because you don't care. You're not long enough there to care. But when you live there, you're like, yo, everything that glitters ain't gold after a while. Unless you're Jorge, and you can make it work like Jorge. But like Travel Barber said, he's asking himself why after 7 months, not even after a year. Travel Barber, what did you go through? What are you going through that's making yourself ask why? And like I said, y'all, chat's empty tonight. Definitely let's hit that super chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. Appreciate you guys for watching. Jason says, I love the fact that you're not trashing DR and it shows your maturity and you just have to move on. Definitely. It's one of those mutual breakups. Even though, if this make any sense, Jason, it's the mutual breakup where the other person doesn't know you're breaking up, but everything is fine. It's definitely one of those where, like I said, I'm going to leave while I still love the place. Not as much love as before, but I rather leave with love than with hate. Because that's something I'm working on myself in general. Because I'm a Scorpio. I love burning bridges. Actually, I don't burn bridges. I blow them up. Used to be a combat engineer. Shout out to all the veterans watching right now. I blow them up. Blow up bridges. I love it. Love watching them burn. Who needs them? Once you cross, don't need them anymore. But this is one bridge I'm not going to burn. I love the DR, like I said. Saved my life. Taught me what I needed to know in order to move on and be successful in other countries. I've met great people, but living there, the negatives started to outweigh not started. The negatives outweigh the positives living there. But like I said, I can't come on here and trash it, but I can't come on here and say, come on down. It's great. The water is great. Jump in. Everything's fantastic. This doesn't happen to you. Foreigners welcome here. Definitely not. All right, so George says, Chapapa, I found that some women online were always asking for something. I've dealt with women from 25 to 41 and they followed the same script. There was an attorney that I never met, did that from Santiago. I got put on the specs. Put on the specs for these. If you're an attorney, somebody out there might not like this, but if you're an attorney and you're on a dating app, I'm going to give you a red flag. You're deserving of a red flag as a female attorney on a dating app. And some of you fellas ain't, and I'll give you a pass. I'll give you half a pass because I know titles confuse a lot. Like attorneys or doctors or pharmacists or psychologists. Yo, there's tons of women in the DR with psychology degrees that have psychological issues. It's what's the saying? The inmates running the prison. You're an attorney on a dating app, I'm giving you a red flag. Why? How are you on a dating app? If you're such a decent, hardworking person, like I said, it don't matter. Like a chop your door or a whore isn't just somebody who's on the street, somebody who's on Sasua, somebody who's selling their body for money. Hoism, with my experience, comes in all shapes and forms. Whether it's hoism for food, hoism for money, hoism for clothes, hoism for a roof, it comes in all shape and form where, like Flip said, they're not genuine to you, they're genuine to the situation. Man, that was a great live tonight. Shout out to Flip. That was a great live. They're not genuine to you, they're genuine to the situation. A lot of things for men and women out there, because ladies, you got to be careful too. Especially my ladies that live there. A lot of the time, people won't be genuine to you. You can't go into the Dominican Republic expecting people to have the same heart as you do. You'll be eaten alive. Eaten alive. You're tossing the butcher to the sharks. Apron all covered in blood, hands all covered in blood. You'll be eaten alive. Thinking the same people will have the heart. Thinking people there will have the same heart as you. Online dating rough. It is rough out there. Jaws got it. It's a script basically. Jaws got it, but I think we should touch that on down on another live on its own separate live. Travel says, to be honest, Brazil is my next move. Hey man, day zero. I have no complaints so far. Like I said, I'm gonna try to pull an all-nighter. First put up Colombia, first put up the day zero Brazil. But Colombia was great too, man. And I'm like, damn, this is South America, Latin America. What about all these other countries that you don't really hear about and people don't really go to? Bolivia, Uruguay, Nicaragua, Argentina, Ecuador. Son, I'll tell you, yo, just the amount of Colombia had me bugging out, y'all, and don't laugh at me, but Colombia had me bugging out when somebody asked me if I was okay. I was like, excuse me? You talking to me? Sí, ¿estás bien? ¿Necesita algo? Yeah, fine, I'll take some water. Okay. Bro, there were times I had drinks in my hand or a plate of food in front of me that I didn't ask for. It's just like, oh wow, thank you. Go watch the shorts, y'all. Yo, it's just I found a lost art again. Because it used to be in DR and it's not anymore. For my ladies too watching this channel, yo, I can see how the men in Colombia culture, they're very open about expressing themselves when they're with somebody. When they're with their lovers, their men, they're holding, they're hugging and kissing, they're accompanying everywhere. The women are the same. Definitely for you guys who went to DR looking for that, you're not gonna find that at DR, but it is in Colombia. But you gotta be smart about it. Don't go to, like Dre said, Cartagena or Medellin and picking up somebody off the street or the park, and I mean, it ain't like that. Shout out to Jason for the super chat. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. It says, hey man, set your grounds. Let us continue to follow your lead if need be. Hey, listen, teamwork make the dream work. Boots on the ground. Listen, I'm driving. You guys on the map. Let's do this together. While I'm out here in Brazil, for those of you who be looking forward to moving to Brazil, I will show you the process, go through the process of what it's like to get the what Kelvin calls the Brazilian Social Security number, where you can basically do a little bit more as opposed if you were on just a regular visa, which is another big step over DR because DR you got to go through FBI this and prove your income that and blah 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 and this and that. Nah. Many people don't hit up Central America outside of Panama, Costa Rica, and Belize because they think it's super dangerous. I've seen plenty of backpacker types go there or uber rich folk and love it. Yeah, man, it's fear. Fear is what fear is such a double-edged sword. It could be good because it could save your life, but at the same time, it could hurt your life. Because I can tell you a few years ago, like how you just saying, I would have thought, oh man, Colombia is super dangerous, or even DR is super dangerous, or whatever. But nah, like I said, just toss that fear aside. Go with your smarts, common sense. Don't be flashy. Don't be dumb, and you'll be fine. Backpackers do it. YouTubers do it. Look at Ace right now. Ace is in Venezuela. Don't let fear be that groundstone for you. Yo, Javier, what's good, bro? What's good? Make sure you guys go watch that live we did with Javier the other night, and Cat. Definitely a good dude. He's moving out there to DR in the summer, I believe. He says, yo, you got to make sure you're around to get me my hat. Yo, if I'm not around, Jorge will have it. Definitely ain't forget you. I'll probably be around. I'll probably be around this summer, man. I got to finish packing up. Got to finish selling my stuff. Oh, yeah. Right now, I still have my car. Anybody wants my car? I believe somebody wants my TV already. I have a 65-inch that I'm selling. I have a stove, fridge, stackable washer dryer, a table, a L-shaped sofa from IKEA, one bedroom set, dining room table, TV stand, the fan chandeliers, like where the fans hide themselves and they come out and it has a speaker. I got that. Set fridge. So yeah, and if you guys who are still looking to brave the waters and come down to live in the Dominican Republic, it's no problem. Hit me up on an email, realchapapatv@gmail.com, and we could talk about, what I'm selling. Douglas Anderson was good. African Movements was good. Good evening. Are you planning on being on monk mode until you learn Portuguese? What's monk mode exactly? Man, I've listen, I was on Duolingo on the plane. I was tossed like if you was watching me from afar today, you were like, yo, what is this dude doing? I'm literally like tossing myself in like the middle of because I had like a friend of Kelvin's with me today. And anytime she'd go to talk to somebody for me or to the register or this, that, I like be right there in the middle of the conversation like this, just like looking, just trying to pick up on the language. Like, all right, okay, this means that, this refer to this, okay, I can use that in this moment. Yeah, so I'm doing my best to learn the language. Fear and safety motivates you. Better safe than sorry. I get that. To each his own. I knew you were headed to Brazil. Yeah, I have to come. I'm checking out. I'm checking out Brazil. I'm checking out Colombia. My thing is, it won't be permanent, but my goal is to have residency in one or both, and have my base in one of them. Maybe Colombia, because Colombia is closer to the states. I think one straight flight to New York, so definitely Colombia. Okay, monk mode is. Are there anything you're willing to leave that you can't sell? It's a great question. My car, some furniture. Yeah, there are things. I feel like I'm on go time, African movements. Like, all right, now that I know I have to leave, just don't let physical possessions stop the momentum. If you understand what I mean. So I know I'm on go time. I know, like, yo, if I can't, like, listen, I sold one of my babies the other day to Russ. I sold one of my babies who have been with me here from day zero. I sold one of my TVs that I shipped from New York to Uncle Russell. And that hurt. It definitely hurt. But it let me know that I was serious about leaving. What cities interest you in Brazil? For now, um, Jaws, I'm out here with a blank canvas, a blank notebook. So basically, I'll be learning as I go along. This is my first time in Brazil ever. Like, today is my first time in Brazil. Left Colombia yesterday at 6, connected flight in Panama, 6.5 hour plane ride to Brazil, landed at 6:30 in the morning. It's my first time here. But so far it's painting a good impression. The people here don't bother you. And I'm not like in like great area, but Kelvin is in a great apartment complex, got itself a little gym, a pool, a little kid park, 4 levels. Can't complain. I forgot the name of this town though. I asked him like 5 times today. I forgot the name of this town. Names are a little bit tough out here. But going forward, like I said, I'm giving Brazil my all. And I'm gonna give you guys my all also for the month that I'm here. I know I want to spend at least a month in Brazil. Go back, hit up Barranquilla, and spend a month out there. And then I know once I'm on that plane back to DR, I'll have my decision. All right, boom, packing up my bags, moving to this or to that. Brazil helps because I have somebody out here already, and it is cheaper than Colombia. At the same time, I already have Spanish. There's something I love about Colombia. Something I love about Colombian people. So we'll see. And you guys definitely will be along for the process, for the journey. So you see. I think that Juiz de Fora is a nice city right outside Rio. All right, I know he's supposed to be taking me downtown on tomorrow, and then there's Carnival, I believe. So definitely, I'm gonna be putting up a lot of shorts. I'm definitely gonna try to talk to you guys through shorts, and then main stuff. I'll try to edit the video that same day, if not the next day. But I'm backed up, you guys. I mean, backed up on editing. There's a video of Santiago that's like over 20 minutes that I have to drop that I haven't been able to drop yet because I've just been like so active, if you may. But thank you, African Movers. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Make sure you guys hit me up on like the YouTube postings. Drop your comments. Hit me up on the Instagram. Follow the Instagram Chapapa TV. Javier says you're good anywhere you plug in. Like you said, you're ready to let go of the fear. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Can't let the fear control you because I'm like, yo, if you survived what you survived through life and then you made it happen going to DR and things happened there and you survived that and you moved on. There's like nothing in life that could stop you but you. You are your greatest obstacle. That's real talk. Nothing else. You're your greatest obstacle. Fear God. Nothing else. Douglas, ¿qué pasa, George? 2003, todavía no suerte en amor. No, heredé. All right, so that's Douglas asking Jaws if he still has no luck with love and DR. Listen, man, I can't. I want to go back and rewatch Flip's live tonight because Flip came in and basically made it point like shows you guys like I'm not crazy, I'm not bugging. Like my experience wasn't unique. My experience was like was one in 1,000. It's not. It happens to any foreigner who's not Dominican. It happens. You guys go watch the last live I did with Javier. Let Javier tell his piece. Like, yo, Javier stuck his hand in the fire to pull out his wife in the DR. But that was a great live tonight because it was a great live because it was honest. It was honest and it gave a perspective from like, all right, Young Gun Chapapa had this problem, but then Flip OG, the pioneer, same thing. I'm telling y'all, man. Africa says hockey is cheaper than Colombia. By what I pay for food, what I paid for the phone service. Like I want to say, I would like to do a comparison. So I think I'm gonna have to write this down. I'm gonna do a comparison when I go back to Colombia after Brazil, and explain my budget, my spending. Let me write this down, and then do a live explaining my budget, my spending for Brazil and Colombia for a month. Colombia spending for a month. And then we'll sit down and discuss. But definitely, I felt like the dollar is a little bit stronger here in Brazil. And what I love about Brazil is that I just use my credit card at a colmado. A little colmado. I just use my credit card. Secured as hell, everything. Had the little touchscreen sign on, the Ethernet cord. And I'm like, okay. I see what you people are doing. Rudy says, check out Sao Paulo and Campinas. Definitely. Are these places where you like have to take a plane to, or you could drive to? Because Kel don't have a car yet. So basically, today we were walking and Ubering. Uber is just like Colombia, small cars, manual, but definitely. Con esa abogado creo que si yo viva ahí, más suerte cuando estoy ahí. Muy mala mujeres con los apps con los cubes. Yeah, so Joe's basically saying that he had bad luck with a lawyer chick in DR. Um, very, very bad woman on the apps like Tinder and Cupids. None of the Cupids are safe. That's because it's Cupid don't mean they Cupids for real. None of the Cupids are safe. Javier says, remember what I always say, it's not just a foreigner problem. Definitely, it's definitely like a crab in a barrel type thing. How's your Portuguese? I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you like, oh yeah, I'm fluent. My Portuguese is not where I want it to be, but I'm working on it. One thing about today was the first time I actually had to like try to speak Portuguese or understand it. But I feel proud of myself because I went into it without fear, listening, um, trying to speak it, asking, listen, is it like this, like that? Because like I said, it's some Spanish and it's spelled differently, but it definitely will take time. Definitely gotta put in time. You know, my free time I'm gonna be on Duolingo. I'm definitely gonna see if I can find a private class. Maybe if we go to school out here. But I definitely gotta throw myself into the fire. Throw myself in there and learn. That's how I was with Spanish. That's how I was with Spanish. Just not be scared to learn. Don't be scared to make mistakes. Don't be scared to look like an idiot. Because the effort is noticeable. People notice effort. Goes a long way. So I know stuff like I'm trying to learn the ow and the sow and the su and the e, the ele, the ella, o tenho. What else? There's stuff for the same like como or que. To say bye is to ciao. Hello is como hoy. So it's just the memorization. Once I get the memorization, the the process, the repetition. I just need reps. That's what it needs. I need reps. I need to throw up the jump shots. I need to run some Oklahomas. I just need repetition. And what better way to get repetition to start brand new in a new country for the first time where you're not too strong in the language. But like I said, get rid of that fear factor. I'm doing this for you guys. Doing this for Chapapa TV. For any of you guys who like want to do that go around the DR, maybe come to Brazil. You go to any of these other lovely places you guys are naming in the comments. So let's see what's up. All right. So you guys are having your own conversations. Chart 100 says, have you connected with Dennis Jean Pierre? I don't know who Dennis Jean Pierre is. Is that somebody I'm supposed to know? African movement dating apps are pro 304 apps in the third world, even in the States. Yeah, man. But you see, Dennis, I don't want to, be like, hey, um, you'll find better off the apps. Yes and no. DR speaking, yes and no. But we could discuss that. If you guys want, that could be its own live dating apps in the Dominican Republic or in these third world countries, developing countries. We can discuss that. How long do you think it'll be? How long do you think it will become conversational? How long did it take for you to learn Spanish? See, okay, this is gonna sound a little bit weird, a little bit confusing. For Spanish, it was easier because I had basically no knowledge of Spanish. Now, many of you think like, oh well, since Portuguese has some Spanish, um, it should be easier. No, because with Portuguese, like I said, it has some Spanish words, but the pronunciation is different, the spelling is different, and there's new vocabulary. So it's kind of like relearning a new language of a little bit of what you know, if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna challenge myself. For me, Spanish was, I want to say it took me 6 months, a little bit over 6 months, for me to be confident in speaking my Spanish without translator. That's because I was at it. I was at it heavily, and then I moved to the DR right after. I'll give Portuguese a little bit longer, honestly speaking. Being humble, I'll give Portuguese a little bit longer, but I'm gonna stick to it. Why I say a little bit longer, because if I'm bouncing between Colombia and Brazil, just the focus won't be entirely dedicated to Portuguese, if that makes any sense. Maybe you could buy better language skills paying for CC at the Comado compared with your Comado Spanish, as you say. Yeah, definitely, because when I first got to that, when I was on an airplane, and Brazilian people are so nice, y'all. Like this, all my time going to the DR, flying from planes to the DR, I've never experienced this type of niceness. I was sitting next to a Brazilian couple, right? This flight is like I said, 6.5 hours long. So I got my little Kindle. I'm reading my Kindle, and then I'm like, man, I'm gonna finish this book before the plane lands. So let me put a movie on at the same time. So I put on, one of the movies that go with Copa Airlines. I put on Harry Potter, and I'm reading and I'm watching and I'm reading and I'm watching. And the dude with his girl, so the girl was sitting in the middle of both of us. The dude taps me, goes in his bag, and he pulls out a bag, like a little plastic bag of unused headphones. And he's like, here, take it. Mind you, his girl was watching something also. She didn't have headphones. They were sharing. Like they were sharing one. And dude just telling me, like, hey, like take it. And I'm like, wow, really? Like, no, it's okay. He's like, no, take it. All my time going to the Dominican Republic, being in the Dominican Republic, that has not happened to me. And that let me know, that was like positive affirmation from the universe, letting me know, like, you're going to a decent place. You're going to a decent place. And I needed that positive affirmation. It was wonderful. That has never happened to me in my time flying to or leaving the Dominican Republic. Dennis Jean Pierre is a YouTuber whose specialty is Brazil comment. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'll try to reach out to him. It's a little bit hard to reach out to YouTubers because most of the time I have to like go to an old video and drop a comment and hope they answer. And it definitely does throw me off, Javier, because in Spanish, woman is mujer. In Portuguese, is mulher. No J, it's a L. Hombre, Espanol. Omen, Portuguese. So it's just some things that could throw you off. It's like you really gotta nitpick Portuguese and be able to like put together and separate at the same time. It's gonna be challenging. Yeah, I could pick up on some things when people are talking to me. Definitely. Like I went to the store tonight and funny story. So Kelvin used to tell me like, yo, there's no Americans around where I'm at. Like people hear you talk English, they'll break their neck or like whisper. I'm like, man, you lying, man. Don't lie like that, man. We just English, it's just Americans. Bro, kid you not, we went to this one store. We was talking like by the register. This one store, like the basically the whole staff was just females, and they all like they heard us, and then one of them was looked like this, and it just called a huddle, and then they're like talking and looking, talking and looking, and kid you not, y'all, went to this other store, like still got my bag right here. Went to CA Monito, right? Just bought some stuff, because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hit the gym out here. I'm gonna get into shape. Seriously, bought some socks. Saw this fine thing working in the store. I mean, fine. And like I said, the friend that Kelvin had with us, she noticed and she starts laughing, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna put you on." So she goes to talk to the lady. This is like what Javier is saying. Like I'm hearing bits and pieces. I'm pretending to look for clothes, and she goes to talk to the lady. He's like, "Are you single?" She's like, "Isa, esa, soltera or temen?" There's no novio or novia. It's like enamorado, enamorada. So basically, she's actually like, "Are you taken?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm married." So then my friend, my guide translator, whatever, she's like, "Okay, well, he wanted to talk to you." I kid you not, the lady was like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm not married. I'm not married. I'm not married. I'm single." The lady's like, "What? No, you just said you're married." She's like, "No, no, no, it's okay. I could talk." Kid you not, bro. I'm like, I really guess it's like Americans are like leprechauns out here. In this part of Brazil I'm in. Go figure. He said, "How's the cell phone coverage out there, and can you use the same cell phone?" So I have an iPhone. Um, I have 3 SIM cards. I have one for Dominican Republic, one for Colombia, and I just got my Brazil today. It's okay. Um, I guess where I am right now, this part of the apartment, I have 3G. I have 4G when I'm in the street. I haven't had a problem. Before then, Kelvin was sharing his hotspot with me. Haven't had a problem. So coverage is good. Coverage is decent. Still no 5G. And I don't know. I don't. I guess let's see what happens once I get a Colombian schedule of 5G be open to me, because I would like a phone plan. My goal is to be able to get a phone plan in both places, Colombia and Brazil. Because for those of you who don't know, DR doesn't offer this. No. But when you have an iPhone or iWatch, you could like carry your watch when you leave your phone at home, and you could get everything to your phone. DR doesn't offer that plan. They don't have it, but Colombia does. So that's definitely something I would want to get a phone plan for. Just travel out of the crib without my phone sometimes. Just have my watch. Would you say $1,250 a month is a decent amount to live by yourself in Brazil? Yes. Granted, if you're not clubbing or partying every night or indulging in things that will burn your money when you indulge in them, I think so. I definitely think so. 1250. I know somebody that's doing it with 18. Definitely enough to do so in Brazil. VR not so much anymore, because 1250 is now rent in some places. Chart 100 says you got a positive outlook. You're gonna be all right, King. I appreciate you, King. Thank you for that. Thank you. Miss Felicia Jordan, buenas noches. Or bom noche, as they say here in Brazil. He says DJP is also on IG. All right, you got my IG, bro. Send me a link to his page, please, and I'll hit him up. African Mover says, "What's your plan to get a Colombian cedula?" So basically, I've been talking already. Been doing my research. My plan to get a Colombian cedula. Um, the same with DR. The same with DR, but less hassle, less of the Dick and Harry, less of the rabbit and the tortoise, or me having a chase. And so I'm gonna be using the basically whatever I need from Veterans Affairs. Like, hey, listen, I could sustain myself. I have this coming in. Do that. Like I said, there's tons of veterans living in Colombia. I was just at a veteran-owned bar in Medellin. Did an interview there with some of the ladies. You guys are gonna love that interview, especially for those of you looking to go to Medellin. Like I said, guys, I have some content. I just gonna put it out there. You guys catch up with me. I just want to catch everybody up as to what's going on before I make this decision. But like I said, I was out there for my boy's birthday. Crazy, crazy mansion vibes. Mansion was up in the mountains in Copacabana. Great, but yeah, African. So that's what I'm planning to do to get my Colombian settled. I could do it by myself. I have been told getting married is fast, is this and that. I don't know. I don't know. But I have means. Both of them are available to me. Would I get married for a cedula? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think it's that serious. 1250 is doable in Cali, Colombia. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Cali, man. I know that's why Dre really loves it there. Uh Whoever's in Cali watching this right now, I definitely want to come back. I know I got one subscriber that I talk to sometimes. Shout out to James. He's in Cali and told me I would like it. I went to Cali once. Um, did not have the best experience in Cali. I won't lie to you guys. I did not have the best experience in Cali. But don't get me wrong. It wasn't Cali's fault. It wasn't Colombia's fault. It was just the woman that I went with from the Dominican Republic to Cali. I didn't have the best experience, but I do owe Cali another chance. So African Movements a year out in Cali. Who knows? Maybe when I'm back out there in Colombia after Brazil, I might slide out there for a day or two, a weekend. We'll definitely link up. Whoever's in Cali right now, hit me up, drop a comment, and then Chapapa is going to give it another chance. Definitely. The thing is with Colombia, the only third party VA clinics in Medellin. Too bad they don't have more in various cities. Yeah, like I said, that's why I said I would vacation in DR. Like I wouldn't mind going back to DR when I have to for VA type stuff. Do like a vacation, like a month, 2 months. But I just said I can't live there anymore. Really can't live there anymore. It's not in my heart too, not in my mind too. I'm unmotivated. I don't feel the same spark I had before. So it's time to move on before it becomes hate. I'm gonna leave with love in my heart. Yeah, you're right about Medellin, but what really caught my attention about Medellin was just that veteran owned bar. Like I love that. Love that. Can't even is that a veteran owned bar in the Dominican Republic? Nah, it's not a veteran owned bar in the Dominican Republic. I love that. It was he said 15% off. I think it's called El Rhino. 15% off on what was it, a Monday? Oh no, on Tuesdays and 2 for 1 wings for veterans. Yes, I used the foreign medical program in the Dominican Republic. As soon as I touched down in the Dominican Republic, from Puerto Plata to Santiago, been on the foreign medical program. Foreign medical program helps you with the chiropractor, my medication, my appointments. Shout out to I Wellness Veteran Clinic. That is the veteran clinic that I use in Santiago. Great, great clinic. Great people, great staff, great projects coming up. Shout out to I Wellness. But I do use the foreign medical program. It's free, yeah. If you any veterans watching this, man, and you're still in the States or you're struggling or you're unhappy or depressed or you don't know what to do or where to go live abroad, gentlemen, ladies. Go live abroad. And then you'll see how the shadows will start to lose their weight just a little bit, start to become more manageable. So any of my veterans, if you're, rated Go live abroad. Like African Moons just said, foreign medical program is available to you. But there's no excuse. Like I said earlier, you are your greatest obstacle. No excuse. Get out the States. Go live abroad. Go to Brazil. Go to Colombia. Go to DR for a little. For a little. Oh, Sarge, thank you for a realistic view of the DR. Thank you for dropping knowledge. Anytime, oh, Sarge. Listen, I just want to help. Want to help, and I was glad I was able to come on tonight and do this decision in front of you guys. I've said it out loud to myself. I've thought it within myself. I've said it to, a few people, but to come out and share it with this platform, with the YouTube community, with the Chapapa TV family, it was everything. Definitely like a weight off my chest. And I want to give a special shout out to you guys watching right now in the live, and for those who watching after, for understanding and for the support and your comprehension, and just really, really like, listen, some of you guys like, listen, we know we was just waiting for you to say it. Like, when are you leaving? Or when are you coming over here? When are you going over here? I like that, Javier. Javier says the bridge might be on fire, but the airport is always open for you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm never gonna come back and visit you. Gotta visit my dog Jorge. Gotta visit Uncle Russ. Visit you guys. Like I said, just passing the torch on to you guys. Also, he says DR got you right and ready for the world. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere, kid. That is a fact, man. That's why I said, like, yo, it's like literally I was getting jumped, guys. I was getting jumped by the negatives of living in the Dominican Republic. The negatives were overpowering the positives. I was getting jumped, and I just curled up in my little ball, and I started to think. And as I started to think, look inside of me, like Javier said, it's like, yo, you just turn it into a stepping stone. Like, listen, all right, it doesn't end here. On to the next one. But if you could make it there, survive there, and come out a better person on top of it before you went there, you could make it anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Gentlemen, ladies, if you're going there to, like, listen, I want to retire, I want the island, I want the beach life, but then you realize, man, the island, the beach life, the love life isn't worth the stress, the headache, anything I go through. But I'm too scared to go to any part of the world. Listen, you were there in DR. Other part of the world will be a cakewalk for you. Trust me. Trust me. Listen, like I said, I was bugging out, and like, it wasn't my first time in Colombia, but it was my first time in Colombia, like, with that type of attention. Like, ¿estás bien? Do you want something? Do you need something? Refill? Food? Tell ya, man. And then same thing here for Brazil. Like, I just met this person today, and she already, not like a friend of Kelvin, she already like took me to go get a SIM card, help me do this, help me do that, show me this food spot. Agreed to start working out in the gym in the morning. Like, I was really, it made me think, it made me realize I was really settling. And I'm glad I was able to take the chains off and not let the anxiety, the fear stop me from saying, all right, DR, it's been real, but I'm out of here. Travel says you will get accepted in Brazil. Hey, man, yo, you got like a month to pull up, Travel. Try to make something happen. You got like a month to pull up. Let's link up in Brazil. Any of my subscribers want to link up in Brazil? Let's make it happen. Yoga in the house. Happy birthday to Chef Kelvin. Yep. Kelvin's birthday is Friday. I am scared to even know what this guy got planned. Cause I'm not a partier, yeah. I'm not a partier, but this man's turning 49 and he parties like he's 25. And that's scary. I'm not a partier, yeah. I have a bedtime. I have a wind down moment. I like my wine. I like my anime. I like to chill. Loud noises bother me. Strobe lights bother me. I'm an old soul. I like to get high on a Friday and just listen to some music and kick back at the crib, company or no company. But this guy's a partier. But I'm gonna go out with him. It's his birthday. It's content for you guys. It's story for you guys. It's experience. Kelvin's birthday on Friday. Drop something in the for any of you guys who want to get Kel's a drink. Drop something right here. The banner's right there to the Cash App, to the Zelle, and we're gonna have fun for Kelvin's birthday, and then just going out exploring Brazil. Hit up Carnival probably. The beaches. I really want to see the beaches out here. So like yo said, drinks for Kelvin's birthday. So let's drop it right there. I don't know where we're going, but it's Friday. It's Friday. This Friday. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hebrew Judah says, never settle. You got this, bro. Thank you. Thank you. That's another one of my old neighbors in DR who see the nonsense himself. Like I said, I'm just so happy that a lot of you guys can relate to me, you know, from Javier to Travel to Bliss to Jason to Emblem. Like I'm glad we could all come up here and relate. I'm glad we came from that flip flop channel to here to like, yo, pump the brakes. For those of you who are like thinking about doing that big move, like, yo, it's this man, this it's the shiznits, it's a bag of chips and all that and a bag of chips and a pack of Lunchables on a school field trip. Just wait. But this decision took about 2 hours. We're about to wrap it up. Any last minute questions you guys have, any requests, let me know. Like I said, stay tuned. Follow an Instagram page. I'll be trying to post stories up there. Follow the YouTube shorts. We posted a lot of shorts. And for those of you guys who are the Instagram is private for now. It wasn't always private, but I had an issue with some stalking going on the channel from my Dominican ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend or whatever he is to her now. Has some stalking issue going on. If you guys go on the page, there is some stuff of her up. I haven't deleted, not because I don't want to delete it, but it's like it was like dope content to put up. But follow me on Chapapa TV Instagram. I'm not active on it like I used to be, but out here, might as well, right? Take advantage, but definitely pay attention to the YouTube shorts. Turn on the notification bell for the content that will be going up. Let's see what else we got before we wrap it up. Jason Johnson says, bro, you're still young at an age, so enjoy your life and travel. I did most of my travels in the military. Salute. But while in Germany, I travel almost everywhere. Enjoy, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And like I said, it took people like you, took a few other people like to tell me that, to just be like, hey, man, yo, look at the bigger picture. Appreciate where I am, what I got, and what I could take advantage of and what I could do. And definitely, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely. Like I said, I barely touched the Matrix. This is the only time I touched the Matrix is, like I said, for my kid. And other than that, I'm just on the pursuit of happiness physically. Christopher Babby, kind of late, but oh, sorry. I thought you said where are you making the move to? Good evening to you. It's my goal to be out of the DR before my birthday in November. So I want to be out of the DR. I think my last big thing in the DR, like my last vlog coming out of the DR, is probably going to be the Bad Bunny concert. 'Cause I have some tickets to the Bad Bunny concert, but I don't have nobody to go with, and I have both days. So I might end up just giving those tickets away. Hard to sell because it's really, really hard to get Dominicans to buy things. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know after October, I'm out of there. Damn, I just got the okay from my company to work remotely. Congratulations. Now choose wisely where you're going. Choose wisely. Watch this live over if you have to. Watch the last flip flop live if you have to, but choose wisely. Remote jobs, y'all. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. I don't know how Javier's doing it, but Javier's moving to the DR. One of my subscribers. It joys my heart to like hear my subscribers like, hey, I'm moving here, I'm moving there, I'm living abroad. Joys my heart. I'm happy for you guys. So happy because it's a great, great feeling to live abroad. Helps out a lot, not just finances wise, but it brings like a certain type of peace to your life. Great feeling. So shout out to all 26 of y'all right now watching. There's about 33 earlier. Shout out to you guys who will be watching this decision after the live is over. Drop some comments, y'all. I love interacting with you guys. Like I said, pay attention to the shorts, to the stories. I'm going to do my best to get some editing done, get some uploading done. I even brought my Ethernet cord with me from the DR just so you guys can see how serious I am about uploading stuff. But to the next live, I'll try to do lives as things come up. Talk about my experience here. Like I said, today was day 0 in Brazil. I like it. Definitely like it. And I thought I would have missed home because I've become such a homebody where as soon as I step out the crib, I want to go back home. But these past going on a week, I haven't felt like that. Felt great. Felt free again. Felt alive. No anxiety. Not always having to look over my shoulder. You got to be careful wherever you go. But like, I mean that look over the shoulder. You guys living in the DR would know what I mean. You got to look over your shoulder for everything. It's too stressful. Too stressful for me. You can't give me the visual of paradise, but experiences of hell. It doesn't make any sense. Not hell. Something close. Just things that didn't make sense was happening too often, too easily. The decision was just a snowball of things going this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. That's my decision, y'all. Officially waved the white flag on the Dominican Republic. I'm leaving. I'm moving. I'm out of there. Thank you. Thanks for the memories. Even though they weren't so great. Thanks for the memories. But I'm out. Where to next? That's something we're going to find out together. All of you guys. We're going to find out together. And wherever I go, like I said, I'm going to put myself in the trenches for your success and mine's also. But I'm going to be the one going through the learning curves and sharing the learning curves. But that's okay. I appreciate you guys' support. So this is nothing for me. Without your support, I would not have the drive to do this. So we out. All of us are on the pursuit of happiness physically. The internal part you guys are working on, I know you got it. Internally, I know we're all going to do what we got to do to be happy with ourselves, to be happy with what we have, to be content, to be appreciative, to be loving, to be positive, putting out what we want to get back, and we're going to get it back. But where are we getting it back at? Stay tuned. Appreciate all you guys watching. I'll give it about 30 more seconds. Any last comments, questions, nights? But until then, I'm not even going to go to sleep. It's about to be 1 a.m. I'm going to try to finish editing. Like I said, I got this large Santiago video I got to put up, and then I'm going to start the Colombia stuff, and I'm going to do day 0 Brazil, and then sleep, and then I'm going to be on I need to be on my gym stuff. So I said I'm going to be on my gym 6 days a week for the time I'm out here. No excuse. No excuse. Let's get it. That's what happens when he prices lobster on the beach. Man, I'm telling you, man, the beach video I just uploaded, guys. I went to the beach in February, Lion Sonata. I went from paying $700 for a lobster to $1,200. Come on, man. What's going on, DR? Even a lobster ain't safe. Whatever. That's lobster. Next live. I think you guys wanted me to do a live on online dating. If we cover that right, I don't know if we cover that, but next live, I'll put up a poll. I'll put something up on a YouTube, or just hit me up separately. Be like, hey, can you touch this topic? Can you touch that? Like I said, I got an abundance of Dominican Republic knowledge. Even stuff I haven't opened up here, just certain experiences that I haven't shared, whatever. Or experiences that I shared but I haven't gone into detail. Like Flip went into detail tonight. Flip went into so much detail, it inspired me to go into detail. And I know you guys have asked, like, yo, Chapapa, what has happened with you? You said Fiscalia, you said this, you said family that. What has happened to you to make you be certain enough to generalize a whole female population? Not a whole female population, but majority. Or be like, damn, my story sounds just like yours. Or damn, I had to pay this too, or I couldn't get a deposit back on that, or this, that. It's just so many things that you guys are not being told about that you should know. You have the right to know, because it's your life, it's your time, it's your money. But to the next live. If you guys care to, please, on the last poll, sorry about that, on the last poll, please just drop comments what I should touch on the next live while I'm here in Brazil, about anything else about the DR, because I know some people aren't sold on Brazil yet. Think about it. Anything else you want me to touch on in the DR, or get a little bit into detail on what made me make the decision on moving out of the Dominican Republic, let me know. But like I said, tonight, I'm glad I came here. I'm glad I got to share with you guys that I'm leaving. And I'm not going to pull the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. Like I said, drop some comments. Whatever it is y'all want me to touch on. Chapapa, how is online dating? Chapapa, what's the breakup process like in the Dominican Republic when you got to go to court with somebody, or you got to do this, you got to that, or how do you know the family's bougie, fugazi, or what happens what can I do if my landlord tries to go up on rent on me, or if this price doesn't sound right? Yo, I'm leaving, so it's like I'm stomping my feet on the way out. I'm giving you guys all the answers to the test. Owe you guys that much. Y'all have a good night. To the next one.